Alright, hello, and welcome to my annual Halloween themed video, which I totally do every year, sort of. Never really been a Halloween person, but I thought I'd look back at one of my favourite childhood movies to see if it's aged well, or if it's aged worse than me, a failing YouTuber with bills higher than my views. But any excuse to watch some Scooby-Doo is always good in my house. The film begins with Scoob, the Shagger, and Scrapper being scared out of their home by a witch, voiced by June Foray, who I most associate with the Looney Tunes, with her playing Granny and Witch Hazel. Always enjoy hearing her voice in cartoons.
Very kooky, very spooky. Boo, brothers. Boo, brothers.
You'll notice there are 3 characters that are missing, who are usually in every Scooby-Doo movie or TV show. So yeah, no Freddo Frog, no Daphne in Distress, and no Orange Jumper Merchant Velma. But with how many characters get introduced, you can understand why the cast had to be cut. Fred probably told them to split up, and Velma, she's just too busy being cancelled these days, thankfully. So I don't have to see any more videos from everyone on the planet telling me how terrible that show is, and how the creators should be poked with a big old stick for creating such heinous crimes on the eyes and ears. But anyway, just who are these Boo Brothers? They're in the name of the movie. They're Freako, Miko, and Shriko, a group of 3 brothers who are ghost exterminators, and they are also ghosts. So doesn't that mean they should just exterminate themselves? It does mean ghosts are real canon in this universe. Keep that in mind for later. They're a parody of the Three Stooges and will pop up during the movie to try help out the gang or hinder them. I remember not really liking Shriko, and yeah, he's pretty annoying. He's the type of guy that thinks he's funnier than he is. Kinda reminds me of myself, and I hate myself. Miko is the typical stupid character, while Freako is the leader of the gang, the top cat of the ghost world. He tries to keep his brothers in check and has a fancy looking hat.
About face! What about my face? It's facing the wrong way, that's what. Ow, 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 ow! Ooh! Forward march! Hup, hup, hup! Will you come on?
So the whole mystery revolves around Shagster's dead uncle, who leads his plantation and the mystery of his hidden treasure to the Shagman. And because he's an old Confederate soldier, or at least is a fan of the Confederate Army, it's not really clear just how old his uncle is, considering the Civil War was already hundreds of years old at this point. Was Shaggy's uncle literally 200 years old when he died? It's not really explained very well. But it's safe to say Shaggy's family has a few skeletons in the closet, houses filled with clues leading to the hidden treasure. But Shaggy isn't alone in knowing about the legend of the hidden treasure, with his uncle's old butler, Farquaad, who served him for over 60 years. Presuming this guy started to butler when he was like 16 to 18, that would make him 76 years old at a minimum. Either he is lying about his age, or he must have very good genes. He also absolutely hates Shaggy.
Grab on, Shag!
Oh, goody, they're all going to sing. Oh, dear. Most distressing.
As he believes he is the rightful owner of the plantation and the hidden jewels. We also have the local bumbling police officer, Sheriff Busby, who is looking for an escaped ape, who will pop up from time to time and is clearly very fond of Scuba. The ape, that is, not the sheriff. He hates everybody because, well, he's a police officer. Who wouldn't want to give Scooby a pet? He's a very good boy.
Shoot off an officer's pants, there you.
We find out the jewels are real after the gang find a note left in the fridge. It reads, "Shaggy, you fat bastard. Get out of my fridge and find the rest of the treasure. But only if you can solve the riddles that come with each clue, such as parts of the house with knees out, the chimney, what comes before a tock, a tick, the attic, and so on." While searching for clues, Shaggy gets sexually assaulted by local footwear hater Sadie Mae Scroggins, who throughout the movie will try and kiss and smother the poor boy, and wants to marry him despite literally only just meeting him 2 minutes ago. Just a few red flags of this lady. It also enrages her brother, Billy Bob, who hates Shaggy's family and just straight up wants to kill him. Yeah, this movie's kind of insane. Not really sure it's still for children at this point. But that is every character introduced. It's time to play detective and work out who is playing the ghost. Like any Scooby-Doo episode, we have limited suspects. We have Farquaad, the insane butler, clearly hates Shaggy, knows about the jewels, and we see him sneaking around eavesdropping on conversations, even dressing up as a ghost earlier in the movie to take one of the jewels off the gang. We have Billy Bob. He wants to kill Shaggy. He doesn't have any interest in the treasure, he just wants to kill Shaggy. Maybe in his spare time he likes to dress up as a silly spooky man, just for the hell of it, just to scare Shaggy. Who knows? I've got to have other suspects, more than just like one person. Then there is the sheriff, constantly warns the gang to leave the plantation, and is conveniently always reappearing. He knows about the jewels, and he's a police officer, so you can't trust him.
Now, you take my advice, boy. Clear out of this place, inheritance or no inheritance. Ah!
If you guessed it was any of these, you would be wrong. The correct answer, of course, was the sheriff's brother, who was impersonating him the whole time, while also dressing up as a spooky skeleton and using an automated horse to trick the gang into believing a headless horseman was going to end their lives. However, like I mentioned earlier, ghosts are real in this movie. We see a lot of things that can't be explained, like the werewolf at the beginning of the movie, and why is Shaggy wearing a red top? Just crazy.
Can't see ghosts when the lights are on. Mike, I didn't see that.
We even see Uncle Beauregard's ghost at the end of the movie, meaning his ghost was real the whole time, possibly trying to warn Shaggy that the plantation was not safe. And that is Scooby-Doo and the Boo Brothers, a decent little adventure. Usually I don't like Scrappy, but he's okay in this movie. His personality is toned down, he's less aggressive, and is more there to be the brains of the bunch. It feels a bit darker than a typical Scooby-Doo adventure, which I also enjoy. So if you're a fan of Scooby-Doo and have never seen this before, then maybe you shouldn't have watched me review the whole movie because I just spoiled it for you. But still watch it anyway, because it's Scooby-Doo and it's great. But that's the end of that chapter. So take care, have a happy Halloween, or whenever you're watching this video. You could be watching this during Christmas for all I know. But it's the end now. So this is the awkward part at the end of the video. Bye!
You're in big trouble now, Billy Bob. When I come back, you're getting 2 tickets.